YouTube, what's going on? It's JGTS here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with my live reaction to the Washington Commanders second and third round picks. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 4,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Let's get straight into today's video. So, the Washington Commanders pick 47 in the second round, decide to go with defensive tackle Phildarien Mathis out of Alabama, 310-pounder, 6'4" guy, and I'll be completely honest with you, man. This pick to me was really underwhelming. Do I understand why we selected Phildarien Mathis? Yes, I do, and I hope I'm saying his name right. If I'm not, oh well, I'll get it corrected later. This basically is either one, the writing on the wall for Daron Payne, or two, we could be getting a depth piece then for this year, obviously. You know what? This is the writing on the wall for Daron Payne. I was trying to justify the pick a little bit and say this was a depth piece or depth pick. Hell no, this is the writing on the wall for Daron Payne. If we don't trade Daron Payne for next year's second or third or something next year, or hell 2/4 this year, what are we doing? What was the purpose of drafting this guy? I understand you lost Tim Settle, you lost Matt Ioannidis, so getting a defensive lineman was a pick that I wanted to make later in the draft. But if you draft a guy in Phildarien Mathis in the second round, this is a guy that you expect to be a starter on your team. So this is the right on the roll for Daron Payne. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way you draft Phildarien Mathis, and I keep calling him Martin, my bad. Phildarien Mathis in the second round, and you expect him to be a bench player. You see how I try to justify that? At first I tried to say, oh, well, they were going to probably have him as a depth piece. No. You don't draft a second round depth piece. I don't like it at all, man. Let's read some of the comments per JP Finley's Instagram post. So second round pick from the Commanders is Phildarien Mathis from Alabama, defensive tackle. Wonder what that means for Daron Payne this year. Or next, someone comment #leadership. We pass up on Deem and Jaquan Brisker, shaking my effing head. This team here, man. He said, let me guess, he has military background. Then someone says, Payne to the Cowboys for a 6-rounder terrifies us for 6 years, and draft picks we get never makes this team. Prediction. Trade Payne and come back into the second round. So apparently, obviously, it didn't happen. God, what is this team doing, man? What is this team doing? And then Kobe Dean goes to the Eagles. Then we have to face him twice a year. Whenever that pec injury whenever that don't get healed, he's going to terrorize us. And we don't take him. Quan Brisker was there, I heard. God, bro, what is this team doing? I've always been a fan to try to look at everything from the positive aspect. I've always been a fan to say, oh, this was a great pick. This was a great pick. I'm done with that, bro. I'm done with saying everything was a great pick. My true feelings about this pick, I understand it. Yes, I do. I get why we did it, but I don't agree with the move. You have Daron Payne on his last year of his contract. So who? First of all, who's gonna be trading for that? You know what I'm saying? For 1 year rental, why would you do that? Second of all, you still have Payne for this year, so why not get his replacement next year in the draft or next free agency? Why do it now? And you know more likely than not you're not gonna be able to trade him, because who wants to have a guy that has 1 year left on his deal? He got drafted in what, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This is his 5th-year option year. I don't understand it, y'all. I really don't. I don't like it at all. But let's read a little bit about this guy's background. So Strips named a permanent team captain in 2021, of course. Ron Rivera loves the team captain guy character, right? When are we going to get guys that are a little edgy, that likes the chains, that like the flash jewelry, that likes the, you know what I'm saying, trap music? When are we going to get one of those dogs, one of those guys that had to get it out the mud, and no offense, but had like a single mother. You know what I'm saying? Had a rough childhood, man. I love the blue collar guys, man, but some of the times taking the blue collar guys over the guys that you know are going to be straight up dogs doesn't always work out. So strengths. Named permanent team captain in 2021. Outstanding blend of girth and length. Pause. Instant ground to pads, hands, quickness off the snap. Will punch and separate with 2 hands or 1. Possesses 3 position versatility in odd and even fronts. Harmonized hands and feels to punch inside laterally. 2 grapper with a traits to sit and fight versus downhill run game. Dense protection with bull rush and edge attack. Maintains sack visibility as a middle rusher. Or I think they meant middle rusher probably, but that's a typo. Weaknesses: limit range away from home base, below average capturing the spot against reach blocks, unable to keep pace with wide flowing run game, needs a more consistent response to down blockers. Premature shed gives runners a shot to after their tracks or to alter their tracks. Takes a while to free himself from a sticky punch. Upfield rush lacks the desired edge-to-edge quickness. So that's the strengths and weaknesses on Phildarien Mathis. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section. Again, I don't really like the pick, but what's new, man? What's new? Now we're moving on to the 3rd round pick, James Robison. I didn't want a running back in this year's draft, but if it's Brian Robinson, I like it. You have a guy that can complement Antonio Gibson. He's a guy that they say run like Derrick Henry. Strong guy, had over 1,600 yards, I believe, in one of these years. Let's see what JP Finley said. 3rd round pick, Bama running back Brian Robinson, 16 plus total yards last year. Thumper shot short yards compliment to Antonio Gibson. So this is probably my favorite pick, and that should say something coming from a guy that didn't want a running back. And for the other 2 picks that we made, for this to be my best fit, my favorite pick, this should tell you something. So I like this pick a lot. Again, you have that short yardage back that can come in for Gibby, especially on the goal line. This is a guy that's a very strong runner, that's a thumper, short yardage game, that I'm sure he can catch out the backfield too. So again, we knew they were rumored to be interested in this guy and in the running back market in the draft. So this comes to no surprise. I like it a lot. I really do. And I really think our backfield is going to be elite. Now we have Antonio Gibson, Brian Robinson, and J.D. McKissick. And don't forget my boy. And I know a lot of you guys are going to forget my boy. But don't forget my boy, Jaret Patterson, also, too, who I pray makes this roster, man. They just made it a whole lot tougher for my guy. But I pray Jaret Patterson makes this roster because that is my boy. But yeah, man, there you have it. This draft is not going how I wanted, man. It's not going how I wanted, man. I really thought Washington was going to do the smart thing here. You pass up on Kyle Hamilton last night. You pass up on Jameson Williams last night. Pass up on Chris Olave last night. Then tonight, you draft Phildarien Mathis. And then you draft Brian Robinson, which I like. So, in my eyes, they're 1 for 3 on their picks, and that's not a good field goal percentage. But let's see what these boys do 4 through 7 tomorrow, guys. As always, me, boy, one guy. Like, comment, subscribe, help to watch the Commanders. Want to road to 4,000 subscribers? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.